My preparation for KVK1 is coming to an end. From 0 to 18 million power, and I'm pretty happy with how this account has gone. The series has 42 videos in it, and soon it'll be 43 once I upload this video, the final video of the KVK preparation stage. Then we'll be going forward into the fighting. That'll be 43 videos, which should be over 8 hours of footage and videos and tips for you to watch and review should you be looking to make a super strong free-to-play account. Not everything has gone to plan. Unfortunately, this is no longer a full sleeper account. Then I originally went to 08, but of course I have moved to 05, so my full 10-day advantage has been cut to 7 days advantage. But still a healthy advantage from the sleeper strategy there. These are the final scores for my pre-KVK. 18 million power, 9 on building, 4 on tech, 2.7 on the troops. And let's have a look at the numbers. Oh, before we look at the numbers, let's just finish all of these. And can we clear our hospital out? Well, no, I'm not. So there's another 4,000 in the hospital, but let's have a look at the numbers without the hospital. So 2.5, 3, 4, 526. I haven't quite got to 600 like I thought I would, but I'm pretty happy with 500,000 tier 4. That's a pretty solid army. Plus, don't forget, I've got a few in the hospital as well. Commanders, of course, have gone pretty straightforward. Good old Sun Tzu is not fully dressed, but very close to it. And Ethelfled is 5/5, which is the minimum you should look to have her. I've recently upped her stars to open that final skill, just so that I can run some Marauder forts with her. But that's, of course, not needed. Let's have a look at the trade, see where we are with that, because this is what matters when you're out fighting in the field. The improvement I've had from the last video has mainly come from swapping alliances to an alliance that has slightly better tech, but it will make a difference in the trade here. I wanted to have a trade of greater than 1,000, and I have achieved this. Let's see what it is, but I've got one more trick to do after the video to push the trade better, I hope. So 767 versus 1800, so a trade of 1033, which is pretty healthy. Let's now go and see if we can move that on. Why have I got nothing training at the moment? Well, it's because I'm about to change my civilization. I've brought a civilization change item for 2 million credits in the Alliance shop. You should already have one. If you started China, you should still be China now. I did something a little funny at the start of the series where I was France, and I switched to Germany using up my free civilization change. But I've saved up my credits, and it's now time to put my civilization right. Being Germany's been brilliant. Those extra action recovery points, that extra 5% training has boosted me a huge amount. But now it's time for some more health. Of course, if I wanted some more attack, I could go Vikings. If I wanted some more defense, I could go Rome. But I'm a bit of a health junkie for KVK1, and that's the way to go for infantry in my opinion. Increase troop health 3%. Fantastic. Let's go to switch. Not only are we getting that extra 3% to troop health, we're also getting a base increase. So not an extra 10% increased health, an actual 10 points of health increase, which means every percentage increase to health I have is now a little bit more valuable. Going from 187 to 197 is huge. Now 192 to 192, no change on defense. This is good. So let's press confirm. It's now going to reload and change how my city looks, but unfortunately for that extra 5% health I have to look like some sort of gingerbread house going into KVK1, but you can't choose everything. It would not be my choice to have this Christmas skin on. I'd much rather something that looked a little bit more badass, such as the 1.5 million hidden Lotus. I think that's the ultimate status for KVK 1. But let's now see how we have changed the trade. Hopefully, so the defense was 767. That's what we need to look at. The attack, in principle, shouldn't change. Let's go to 55. Off we go. So, 767. I'm hoping this is going to move, well, something reasonably significant. Maybe 750. Come on, let's see what happens. So the trade is, wow, 715. Wow, that's a big move. So that's gone from 767 to 715. So that just shows what a base increase to health can do for your march. And hopefully that's going to really help me survive in battle, put out more damage, and go a lot further before I fill up my hospital. That's absolutely brilliant. Now, what else has been going on? Let's have a general review. Of course, we go straight to the academy because that's where the important stuff is. I'm currently working on an extra 3% attack, which has 13 days to go, and now I've got no speed ups left at all. Well, I always keep my 1 minute just in case. So we are 754, 98, and then the base 777, which once I've got this one finished, that one to 9, I will then start on the long journey of herbal medicine to 10, but it's a long way away. But we've got 50 days of KVK, and this will always be going on in the background. Next, we're going to have a little look at the expedition. I love the daily income from the expedition, and I have now 3-starred all the way up to 68. Can't get 69 yet, and 70 I can get that huge march down to about 140,000 left, so it's not going to be long. There's plenty of time left on the clock. Just I haven't got Richard, I haven't got Martel, so of course I haven't got that base tank to really hold the main march. And of course, as soon as my main tank is down, as soon as Sun Tzu's down, he just melts all my damage dealers. Sunset Canyon, I'm still hanging around the top. I am though benefiting greatly that I am the weakest of the strongest. So when people are looking to see who should they hit, I'm 1930. So they may as well have a go at me as opposed to having a go at someone that's 2 point something. This is benefiting me greatly, although I can't beat a lot of the people here. I keep getting boosted by people that can't beat me, where they've got turns left and they're just having to fire them off, and I am getting a benefit from that. Let's have a little closer look at the team. Remember, this is the first time you're going to see me exit City Keeper. At the moment I'm still using him, but remember he's a fantastic trick that everybody seems to use now, but he's a great trick for the early game, Sunset Canyon for your front line, but I am going to have to think about exiting him now and taking him out of the team because he's just not going to ride. He doesn't really put out any damage, and these Martels and these Richards and the YSGs are really going to change how Sunset feels very soon, and I'm going to need to keep pace. Sun Tzu's my only completely finished march, and he's always in there in the middle, getting that debuff out and putting out huge amounts of damage. Remember, you always want Sun Tzu to hit as many people as possible, so the middle is great for him because he gets an extra 50 rage from every person he hits. That mode is on the outside at the moment, which is odd. Let's swap that around. So City Keeper's just for taking damage. Odd that I must have changed the defense for some reason. Somebody was targeting him perhaps as a single hit. But Thutmose is carrying Mohammed at the moment, so loads of skill damage coming out of there. Baybar's in the back, carrying Karina. Then Joan is with Imop. So Joan gets very few kills. We just have to believe, though, that that's a big buff and a big debuff going like crazy. Should we see if we can see them against somebody decent? Ooh, who could I possibly... I can't beat you. I can't beat you. Oh, I don't know. Do I feel lucky? This person looks a lot better than me. Wow, but they're using Loha. And their Minamoto's in the front line, which is odd. So maybe we'll be able to see me in action here. So we want City Keeper to take the damage. He's turning his own Ethelfled, and my Ethelfled's going to try and hit everybody. Thutmose is going to be down the bottom there, giving Sun Tzu a hard time. And then Joan here. Let's see what happens. What we're really interested in, though, is first we need to have a look at the trade on Minamoto. The trade on Minamoto is okay, positive, but of course he's going to get massively skill nuked. And we haven't really landed. Is my Ethelfled going to hit everybody? I don't think so. Oh dear, my Thutmose is having a bad time. But, oh, he's got Martel. That's why the trade's not going well there. Okay, someone's dead. That's my City Keeper down. That's their Joan gone. That's their Minamoto gone. Thutmose is still holding on. Fighting two. Good job. That's my cavalry dead. This is going to be close. It's 3v2, but I've got a bit more health. But that Martel's getting no damage at all at the moment. And remember, Joan is doing 0 damage. It's all up to Sun Tzu. But I'm going to be pretty happy if it's just his Lohar left. Fantastic. So there we are. Oh, that shows, they're a good 200k ahead of me in power, but that shows what's possible. I didn't know I could beat them, but I usually don't pick on people in the top 10 if I can help it. Let's see how my resources and speed ups are doing. I have decided going forward that I'm not going to hoard speed ups during KVK. I'm just going to use them as I get them. And any universals, except for the 1 minutes, are going to go on research. So for the moment I have no building. I have, I best get all of these started. I have no training speed ups. Well, I had a few. And I have no universals except for the 1 minutes. I'm just going to clear them. I'm not going to hoard for KVK. I'm just going to keep pushing as we go, and I've decided I'm not gonna hoard my AP. I'm just gonna clear it onto honor to get the highest score I can. I know this isn't how we should really play the game. I know you should, by my own tips, hoard and then spend, hoard and then spend. It's just hoarding AP was a mistake, and I tried really hard on Marauders, but I need to accept that I'm an adult man with other things in my life, and even if I hoarded 200,000 AP, I can't use it. So I'm just going to clear it as I go. I'm always going to keep maybe 30 or 40,000 in the bag for Marauders, but I just can't give the time. The same goes for having massive hoardings and then pushing forward all in one go, waiting for the helps. It actually takes hours to push power when you've hoarded. So for the moment, I'm just going to go a bit casual. I've really worked very hard to get to 18 million power, and I am going to carry on pushing forward, but it's not going to be in a hoard push cycle. It's just going to be in a push when I've got it, and clear my AP, and if I'm online, carry on clearing AP, as I don't want to get a huge amount. I've noticed that one of the other channels, they've gone into Seasons of Conquest with 500,000 AP, and I just don't even know what I would do with it. I haven't got the time to clear that sort of AP unless I do it a little bit each day. So that's what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to focus on though is keeping the farms going. So I have no speed ups, just my healing ready for healing. Of course, I may use universals for healing if things are getting really heated, but at the moment I've got a lot of healing. I've got next to no resources, but I have got 5 farms working away, so I'm not too worried about that. I should be able to fight as much as I want. I've got quite a significant bit of gold, but of course, as soon as I start doing more equipment, as I get those plans during KVK, that gold will be used up real fast. The long builds now, I've done my last really big build, which is of course the 75 million you need stone for the wall, and the researches now take ages. I think I'm going to have to face it that eventually I'm going to have a building queue idle, but I don't really care. Getting to that level 25 was important for me, and it makes a huge difference to my march, so I'm happy with that. But going forward, that's how I'm going to play, and I'm going to concentrate more on trying to get kill points. Now, if kill points isn't going well, I have got a backup plan where Baybars has a full march speed equipment set on, and he is level 50, and he's 5-5, so he can go out and try and reap some kills. By reap kills, I mean search for injured units and finish them off, or search for weak units and kill them, or even the occasional farm if that's an option. My understanding is this KVK is going to be 3v1, so if I can't get kill points, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But sometimes if we're really overwhelmed, getting kill points is next to impossible. That even a Sun Tzu march that I've worked this hard on will only last 10, 12, 13 seconds if we're massively outnumbered, which isn't going to be a lot of fun and is very difficult to score kill points. So maybe Baybars will save the day if I'm struggling there. I hope you enjoyed this series up to this point, and I say a closer look at how I play the game. I think hopefully some decent stuff to watch and for people to enjoy. I think when I get my new PC, I will be trying to do more lives, especially with the fighting, and maybe change a little bit of how this channel looks. Thanks for watching.